Right, welcome back everyone, I'm still Evil Tim, this is still Let's Play Goldeneye. Let's play Goldeneye. We're going to get into the facility today. Apparently, according to M, we are not allowed to blow up the scientists because of political considerations, but we can blow up the entire facility, which is manufacturing sarin and hexalite. Good lord. Meanwhile, Trevelyan is already in the bottling room. I guess he just lives there. And Bond has managed to massage himself back into shape since leaping off the dam, cursing budget cutbacks. And if there hadn't been for budget cutbacks, he would have been able to afford one of these bulletproof hats that this guy has. It was so well cushioned he didn't even notice himself being shot in the head the first time, so we had to do it again. This roly Soviet man is trying to hide a Russian secret, that being that Russian people really love standing in front of toilets. They like it so much they will fire bullets through any Westerner who tries to oppose them. And we must stop their ways, as we have captured these toilets for freedom and democracy, which can come in there and take a dump anytime they like now. Hooray! Right, so let's make some more places safe for freedom by killing people. All of these men here, some of them are wearing tin helmets now. Tin helmets allow them to take multiple shots to the head, any number of shots to the head, for example 5 or 12. So, we've gunned down these guys here and they will follow us up the stairs. Now we could just throw a remote mine over there, but that would be efficient, so instead we are going to use our various other weapons here and take a few hits while we're at it. Right, so that's enough of that, let's whip out the KF-7 Soviet. And I can't be the only person who's seeing this. This thing does bend in the middle, right? You can see it. Yes, you can. Stop lying. Right, we'll shoot up that wall for your duplicity, and then we will start gunning this man down here. Now, his friend over here has something for us. He's got a clearance B keycard, which is handy as it opens the door across the hallway over there those blokes came out of. Up here is a naughty chemistry set. Presumably the rats are attempting to mix some sort of artificial cheese, so we will destroy the key components of their experiment, that they may remain forever subservient to us, and not be able to defeat cats. My god, the gods of Pyrex have smiled on this facility, but not for long. We'll get rid of their giant beaker, and then they won't be able to mix any sort of giant potion. If they did that, they might be able to heal themselves up to 12 heart containers at the same time, and that's not on at all. So we'll kill these guys off, and then we'll start destroying these exploding spuds, which will devastatingly destroy all that glassware. It must be terrible living in Goldeneye's universe. I mean, just imagine it. You drop a box of breakfast cereal, not only does the cardboard explode, the cornflakes would presumably start cooking off, becoming razor-sharp, ninja star-like projectiles at the same time. So, let's blow up all this cardboard here to protect people from that horror. And just here is some PPK ammo, which all the exploding cardboard boxes contain, whereas all the exploding wooden boxes contain AKs. I'm not entirely sure precisely what precedent that sets, but still. So we'll start sticking some more bullets into these, and then we will continue with that. We need to scumbaggerty ourselves some free ammo, you see, so that we don't run out at any later stage of the level. There we go. Lots of strange detonations occurring, and we will see some even more strange detonations shortly. However, firstly we're just going to quickly go up here, get a little bit more ammo here, and we want that as well. We can't leave them with ammunition, otherwise they might try and fire it at us later, and we can't have that, not at all. There's a little escape route sign there, there's a no man's sign there, we'll take a better look at one of them later, but firstly let's explode a table, because that makes sense after all. Right, now in here is a little control console which opens the doorway through there. We can now open this door and pass on through, unless we have our arms stuck out, in which case we can't, because that would be awful. So these guys here are trying to guard these lockers, but they can't, not with their dancing even. They've got a terrible secret, which is this is special exploding metal, a strange material and no mistake. It's probably one of the things they're researching here. Now, a scientist will run through here eventually as a mark of pity if you can't figure out how to open that door, with a clearance A keycard which will open every door in the level. That guy isn't him, he's just there to act as a decoy. Meanwhile, it has spawned 4 guards behind us in a naughty fashion to try and fool us. These guys will then try to use the advanced military tactic of running past us with their heads right where our crosshair is. It doesn't work quite as well as I think they intended it to, but it's good for us nonetheless. So this airlock door closes at the most inopportune times, and if we get stuck behind it, we can't open it. So we won't get stuck behind it. We will wait instead for the other 2 men to come along so that we can kill them and not be ambushed by them as we make our way deeper and deeper into this facility here. Now, the one thing that has been changed a little from the movie Goldeneye, I seem to recall, though I haven't watched it in a while, they actually more or less blow up the entire facility, whereas in this one, they just blow up the bottling room, which it would seem would reduce Trevelyan's grudge against 007 somewhat. Let's not try to make this make sense. That would be ridiculous. So let's have a quick glance around here instead, waiting for this guy to show up. He's being a little bit shy of the press, you see. Normally he'd come trailing behind his brothers there, but I guess he's running around in circles instead, going wee. So we're going to try and make our way deeper into the level, but then we will hear him, and we will turn around quickly, spinning around with the reflexes of a cat with a gun. There we go. And now that we've done that, this man with the clearance A keycard will show up. There we go. Let's take his keycard off him. You're actually allowed to kill one of the scientists if you want to. Anyway, let's have a look in here, see what they're up to. My God, this equipment here is clearly being used to drain the Kool-Aid from the Cherry Kool-Aid man. There is no doubt some terrible villainy afoot. They're trying to create a man. It must be some sort of Soviet project to duplicate the Fonz. Meanwhile, here is Dr. Doak. Dr. Doak wrote the script to this. He wrote the script to Perfect Dark, and he directed Haze. Therefore, that is his punishment. And here, I would guess they are trying to duplicate the Colonel's secret recipe, so it is definitely a thing that must be destroyed. What an oddly specific warning. Anyway, let's whip out our landmines. We will place our landmines upon the floor here in a naughty manner. Then we will whip out our gun and make a bit of a ruckus. That will cause them to come out. And then we will blow them all up and throw them around in a ragdollity fashion. Right, so this guy here is left over. He is superfluous, and so is he. The AI in this is actually allowed to throw grenades on more or less any level it likes. I had a guy pull out a grenade in this area in one of my practice runs. Fortunately, he didn't get to throw it, and I got to steal it off him, but they're much more enthusiastic over it than they are in Perfect Dark. There's actually a whole other bottling room in there. Dr. Doak can spawn in 5 different places. Unfortunately, only 2 of them are compatible with getting the ridiculous perfect agent time on this level of 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So he was also executed there for the many, many times that all of us as wee nippers failed to get to the perfect agent, the 00 agent time due to simple Fiat, or if you prefer Volkswagen. So we'll gun him down there, and we've got a few more guys to run down the stairs here, and then we will be free of this area, and we will be able to make our way into the final area, the bottling room, during which a plot-type event will happen. But firstly, this guy has snuck up on us by spawning in a previous section of the level. That's naughty, and he has been punished. Alright, so there's one last area here full of scientists, which is the only other area. The other area you can have Dr. Doak spawn. The second place where you might potentially want to spawn is he can actually spawn in the main corridor between the 2 experiment-type rooms. So it's good if he spawns in one of those 2 locations. It's bad if he spawns anywhere else. Anyway, he gave us the door decoder. That will allow us to remove any cod from this door, because we don't want to go through it and start sneaking your fish. That would be terrible. But that's the wrong thing we've selected there, so let's do the right thing instead. Alright, so I've got the door decoder. We'll plug it in here, and it will analyse the door, checking it for cod or men with their arms stuck out. So the door is locked. But not anymore. Wahaha! Security code accepted. Access granted. Now, this is the bottling room. It's another one of these sort of informed attribute rooms, being as it doesn't have any sort of bottling facilities, just got a bunch of gas cylinders. Meanwhile, here is Sean Bean. But where has Sean been? I've been here the whole time. Oh, a likely story. Yes, that's a non sequitur. I know quitter and don't call me a nonce. Yes, for England, Alec. England, the country we are from, the country we are spying on this facility for. Shall we start shouting our addresses and national insurance numbers while we're at it? Yeah, half of everything is luck, James. Really. You know, it's a bit tricky. Doesn't really fit with... Never mind. And the other half? Scripting, of course. Yes, so the alarm magically goes off. Significantly fewer men than we saw in the last level run along that walkway in a manner that they could easily be taken out by anyone who isn't firing at a second-floor landing, for crying out loud, Trevelyan. And then they make their way down here. Trevelyan will then actually throw his gun at Oromov's foot at this point. You can't see that in the uploaded video, I'm sure. So he gets upon his knees. Finish the job, James. Oh, all right. Let's blow those up. You'll have 10 seconds. I knew he was German. 9. Acht. I can't remember the number. Acht. Kill him. Oh, okay. Mein Gott, he's hidden behind a wall of invulnerable nothing. Stop shooting immediately. Yep, right, so we made our way out of there somehow. Anyway, I've been Evil Tim, and this has been Let's Play Goldeneye. We'll see that tomorrow.